Please note that before this creepypasta starts, this is an original by me. You will not find this anywhere else. Enjoy. For most people, the 7th generation of consoles was a blast. But for me, it's a painful memory that cannot be erased. This all started in the summer of 2011. E3 had just passed, and it was a talk of the school. I'd hear students walking down the corridor debating about which games would be the best. Not me though. I was a quiet kid. I did not own a 7th gen gaming console, to the shock of all my peers. But I was happy with my PS2 and Dell laptop. I'd play GTA San Andreas and Portal and have a blast. But then I discovered Crisis 2. I watched hours of gameplay on YouTube, and this made me want to buy an Xbox 360 really bad. But I had no money due to this. I was made fun of in school. My breaking point was when a kid named Daniel chanted across the room saying that Thomas has no money for a 360 in a chanting tone. After this, I ran home in tears. My mother, being the kind woman she is, offered to take me with her to a car boot sale. Once we arrived, she told me to look around and to meet her back at the car an hour. I was delighted, as I love car boot sales. You can always find a good bargain. It wasn't too eventful. I walked 15 minutes, and all the people I really saw were elderly couples trying to make some money on small items they had sitting around. But then I stumbled across an old man who had the Holy Grail. It was an Xbox 360. I asked him the price and he said, "Well, sonny, I've been trying to sell this 360 game box for a couple of days now with no success. The original asking price was $80, but for you, sir, I'll give it to you for free." "What?" I said. This was unbelievable. This old man was selling me a current gen console for practically nothing. He was offering it for me for free, not wanting to take advantage of an elderly man with no electronic knowledge. I asked him, "Are you sure you could make a good sum of money from this?" The man smiled. He leaned into me and said in a serious tone, "Just promise me this. You will never sell this device or damage it in any way. Just keep it. You understand?" The man then leaned back, waiting for a response. Yes, sir, but why do you want me to have this?" I stuttered. He then let out a big sigh and told me it was my grandson's. He loved playing it, but after an incident, it was left to me as his favorite relative. I loved him so much, but now I want to pass it on to you. I looked back at him with a sad look on my face. I then tried to say sorry to the man and comfort him. But as I began speaking, he jumped in his car, and just like that, he was gone, and I was left with his 360. After the old man left, I walked back to my car to meet with my mother. She seemed shocked. "Oh, Thomas, you got something. What is it?" she asked me. I told her that it was an Xbox 360. I told her the story about the old man giving it to me. once I was giving it to me, once I was done with my story, she told me to put the Xbox in the back seat, and we drove home. Once we got home, I ran straight upstairs. I have never ran so fast in my life. I hurried to hook up the Xbox 360. I plugged the cords into the TV and wall, grabbed the controller, and I was ready to play. That was the end of part 1, but don't worry, we have more parts coming along very soon, so make sure to stay tuned for those. Anyway, I will see you in the next reading. Bye!